In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the ultimate air fried french fry. So the main issue with air fried french fries is that it's not really crispy. You can get a crunch out of it, but it's more of a hard crunch than a light crispiness that you would get with deep frying. Now, I've tried making air fried french fries about 15 or so times, and I've just never been satisfied with them. When I make french fries in my deep fryer, depending on how fast I want to make them, I can just cut them up and throw them in the deep fryer and they'll come out pretty good. I don't have to soak them or blanch them, but if I do, they do come out better. When you're air frying, you have to at least soak it. If you don't, you're going to end up like with a really hard potato strip. So I've tried making air fried french fries many different ways. At first, I just cut it up, threw it in the air fryer. Didn't come out very good. It was kind of hard. And the main problem is always texture. It's not necessarily taste. I then tried the rotisserie basket. It didn't really help much. I then tried soaking. I tried soaking for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, hour. I think I did 6 hours. I know I did 24 hours. And it did improve it, but it still just wasn't good enough. I also tried blanching it. That means I boil it in salt water for about 10 minutes. That made a big improvement, but the texture was just still a little hard. So I tried using different oils. I was using canola oil, I tried vegetable oil, I tried peanut oil, I even tried duck fat. It just didn't make any difference. Then I tried coating each french fry with different types of flour. General purpose flour, I tried bread flour, I tried cornstarch, potato flour, even mochi flour, and that actually turned out making more of a mess than it did helping with the texture. So at that point, I pretty much gave up on air fried french fries. So that was maybe 6, 7, 8 months ago, and about 2 weeks ago, I decided I wanted kind of like a healthier, heartier snack, so I decided to make some air fried french fries. And I stumbled across a method on how to make the texture much better, and the french fries came out so good. Still not quite as good as deep fried, but it is significantly better, where I've now made it maybe about 4 or 5 times since then. So I'm making 2 batches of french fries. One is going to be just blanched, and the other one is going to be soaked for about 45 minutes, and then I'm going to blanch it. I'm going to blanch the fries in about 10 cups of water and 2 tablespoons of salt. When I take them out, I'm not really going to let them cool down or put them in the fridge. I'm just going to put them in the air fryer. And I blanch these fries for about 8.5 minutes. And the goal of this is to get the outside of the french fry fairly soft, but it's still strong enough to hold itself together. So the outside of the french fry now is softer and it's becoming more fluffier. So at this stage, I usually pat it down dry, but since I was in a rush, I decided to just kind of shake it dry in the strainer. And this is what I found by accident. All that shaking I was doing, it changed the outside texture of the french fry. And all that texture, when you put it into the air fryer, adds to the overall crispiness to the french fry. Again, not as good as a deep fryer, but much, much better. So from here, lightly coat the french fries, place it in the air fryer. You can season it if you want, either before or after, and then cook it for about 20 minutes. I think every air fryer is going to be a little bit different. The air fryer that I have, it takes about 20 minutes. And as you can see here, it has that hard crunch to it. Alright, so I'm going to make the second batch, and the only difference is this has been soaking for about 45 minutes now. So after 8.5 minutes, I put it in the strainer and I'm going to toss them around a bit. And again, this is going to add a lot of texture to each of the french fries. Then put a light coat of canola oil and toss the french fries around a little bit more. I season these with a little bit of seasoned salt and then cook these for a little over 20 minutes. So I was going to do a comparison between the soaked and non-soaked french fries. But somebody ate all the french fries before I can do it and left me with these little bits.
That's what my daughter left.
So when blanching the french fries, I really didn't notice much difference between the one that was soaked for 45 minutes and the one that wasn't soaked. I think it's safe to say if you're going to blanch the fries, just don't worry about soaking them. If you're not going to blanch them, then you definitely want to soak the fries. So this has been the best method for me to make air fried french fries. Basically, boil them in hot salty water for 8 to 10 minutes. Then toss them around a bit in a strainer to rough up the texture. Lightly coat it with oil, season it, put it in the air fryer for about 20 minutes, and that's how you get a great air fried french fry.